Peace, y'all. So we finna talk about these quote unquote elders, right? And I smile, but it ain't funny. The situation. Let me just start with some facts real quick, right? So, America, North America, right, is the largest fatherless nation in the world, right? Which means it's the largest single mother raised nation in the world as well, right? Which also means it's the most dysfunctional. So why is it dysfunctional? Well, because women was created to help. They was created to help raise these people and help guide these people and help them soften and do other things like that, to be more kind, more gentle. But it's certain things that a woman can't teach your son, bro. There's certain things that a woman just can't show. I'm a single dad of 2 daughters, right? I could give them the game as much as I can, right? But I cannot teach them how to be a woman. I can't show them how to put on a pad, bro. Like, I can't show them how to put on a dress or snap a bra or what panties feel like, or boys not flirting with you at a certain age. Like, but I could give you the game. I can let you know some insight on what to look out for so you can have a little bit more awareness, but then it stops there. About 13 women, I need you to stop being in the way. And I'm not saying that everyone is, but there's some that's out there better, and we all know them. The women know them, the brothers know them. We don't agree with you and the stuff that you're doing because that child needs a chance. Why? Because that child ain't gonna stay a child. The child gonna grow into an adult. That adult is gonna actually be in this world, helping it cultivate and function, whether you did a good job or not. So, I think you should think about that, you know? And I know I'm not judging nobody. I'm not. Because like I said, if you don't know my background, I used to do a lot of things that I don't agree with now. But at that time, I agreed with them, obviously. And so, you can change. You are a human. You can change. You're not a tree. You're not a dog. You're not a cat. A cat can only be a cat. Dog can only be a dog. This tree can only be this tree until I chop it down and make it something else, you know. But I like to look at myself more like a caterpillar. Like a caterpillar has this stage in life where it's slow, it's slimy, it's easy to get knocked off. It's basically a crash out. Think about it. If a caterpillar crosses the street, what's the chances of this caterpillar dying? A lot of them. A lot of them. And so, if not, it gets a chance to survive. And once it survives, it gets a chance to go into this thing called a cocoon state. The cocoon state is where it actually gets to cultivate its character and become this marvelous butterfly that it's intended to be, so that it could come out, jump off a ledge, and have faith, because it never flew before. It wasn't flying as a caterpillar. It was crawling real slow, real slimy like real sloppy like, just I don't want to be around it. I don't want to pick it up. But if a butterfly land on you, you're not too freaked out about it. You be like, oh my God, it's a butterfly. You're not too mad about it, right? And this is how we should look at ourselves. We know where we are filthy at. You know what I mean? I knew the things that I was doing wasn't right, but at the time I didn't know they wasn't right. And what I mean by that is, it was normal in my environment. So since it was normal in my environment, I really didn't care about what was going on, because I didn't know until I got outside the box that outside the box only means that the box not real. The box not real. So until I get outside of it, I don't know that though. Like, it's just like, that's all I know. But now I'm the person that helps coach people on how to transition, on how to transition from that to this, or whatever this is. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to be. When I was a kid, my uncle told me the world is yours. My brother taught me to do it right the first time so you don't have to keep repeating the lessons. And that's real. Before you go to another level, you got to deal with the devils at this one. And that means that you got to keep taking tests. God like to put you through a lot of tests, right? And you got to keep taking them and passing them and taking them and passing them. And it kind of sucks because until you pass them, you don't get to go to the next level. It's like school. You don't get to go to the next grade until you pass these certain tests, final exams, or whatever they call them. So once you do that, you get to elevate. It's the same with God. Once you pass these tests, you get to elevate. And he wants you to elevate. And you deserve it. Like, we go through a lot as humans. It's hard as hell being a human. Like, it's probably simple being a dog depending on who your owner. Like, but a human, like, man, I gotta be a dad, me. I gotta be a content creator. I gotta go over here and work, an employee. I gotta be a boss too. Like, man, and then I got the nerve to have goals and dreams and aspirations. It's just too much to deal with, my brother. Too much. So, I'm telling you, man, but I'm calling out you elders. We need help. I can't help everybody. I never had a father. I was raised by a narcissistic mother. My background came from the streets. It's a lot that I can learn from you if you were to start speaking as a teacher instead of a lecturer. Which means stop judging the next generation. Help them out. Show them something. Teach them something. Let them, oh, it's hard. That's an excuse. You're going to always get the opportunity to have that. But once you shut up and actually start doing some work, like y'all do, I mean, yeah, everybody can go out and pass out gifts and do charities and all of that. But when you really dealing with a person that's at their worst, like, a lot of people not trying to deal with you when you at your worst, bro. Like, man, nah, you just a lot to deal with. We can't accept that here. We got guidelines. And those guidelines just ain't gonna deal with anybody. But there's some people that still need help, no matter where they're at. And the church, these elders, all of these people are not worried about that. The church is either on one or two things. They either for the mission or commission. All right? The mission or commission. And then these pastors, they humans too. They fall too. You can't put all your faith in the pastor, because then you're making the pastor your God. And that's the problem. You keep on watching them in the pulpits while you down here in the lower level, looking up to them like you looking up to God or something. Stop. Stop worshiping your pastor. God is God. Let's get this clear. God is God. All right. Now, I ain't going to keep on talking to y'all. I just had to say what I had to say today. I'm going to post it. I'm going to leave it alone. Y'all comment. Let me know how you feel about it. And then we could talk about it. If you want something else for me to talk about on here, or it's another topic that popped up when you was watching this, if you got this far, then let me know. Other than that, like, share, comment, and I'll see you next time.